Top.
Tough spot. Third down and 11.
14 seconds.
No!
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing. Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here.
He been catching a little fast break shit, though.
And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Yeah.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Shot.
Attitude.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
This is stupid.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Indeed. Stay there, sis.
What?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
What's up?
About set to get this drive
started. He is using all 96.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here.
Don't you ever! Don't you ever! No!
They've proven that they can go down and score. So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to
I'll probably do that too early. For sure.
Get this game tied up.
Love.
Hell no.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. To throw now. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 180 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. And Shaheed going to go in motion. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Yeah,
it's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
That's the only thing I shot that bad. I thought dude jumped the seas. Damn, not bad.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. With a 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
Oh, it made me fly. I'm trying to celebrate.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
In a row.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6.
Malad, help me!
And frankly,
damn it!
It's a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can
there. Let me get done
over the other.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Ooh, shit.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often miss time that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
Me bad attribute.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
My nigga Nicholas.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth.
Every time again.
So far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Knowing that bitch coming off.
It was all
I really did. Fam, I had more than enough space. It gave me this stupid-ass layup animation.
These days,
That's what I'm saying. I knew he was going to miss once I seen the animation.
The guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's loose up the left sideline. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown,
Bro.
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Nigga's a fucking center, bro.
Extra point splits the uprights.
You know what I'm saying?
The lead is now 21.
He's a center.
Yeah, he's a center. What's your point? Damn.
When they gave me my play card, that nigga initial was C. I ain't talking about grade.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
That's crazy.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Give it up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after
I just told
2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Cause I got that ball.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looks like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's 2 minutes, bro.
Got his man in stride, complete.
I'm 6, 2 minutes.
To the 35 before
I ain't never
they
seen
knocked
like
him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
He's about to
defense now.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Following the interception, Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
I got you, Dump.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10.
I got you, Dump.
An excellent
I think that nigga cheating. I ain't gonna lie.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to
right
and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
That might be the best thing for us, y'all.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Calling to 26.
This is my worst game I've had with this nigga.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure.
I ain't never seen this low.
Offensively, they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he was hit as he threw.
I could have had this help last game.
And that nigga was cooking.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground.
Hey, Bank.
He's got
I ain't gonna never let you lay that shit down.
Hey, Bank. Probably
Mark that
won't.
down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the
Probably
first.
won't.
I'm okay with the call there.
What, 0 for 10?
I know they're
That
down.
nigga showed his ass,
The
Debo.
running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Hey, Debo, I acted a fool.
The fact I threw him that pass, I want him to understand how much of a friend he is, Debo.
Hey, when you threw that pass, in my head, like, I gotta agree. That joint.
Get away from the dough, Wayne.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter.
Doing,
This is the NFL.
that was all I had. See, you was done.
Boy, listen, I don't know, bro. I know the top of the key one, I think when I missed like my third shot, my fourth shot, that top of the key one, I mistimed that bitch. I double pressed the button.
Y'all done?
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
63.
Oh, so I might have sent y'all a squad.
Now inside the 25.
Get my spot up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there.
I can choke y'all. That's why.
And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
What's up, that squad?
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
We out here.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Tell Nick. Hey, Ben, you had that nigga spook. Me, Zoe, and Jonathan out there. I tell the nigga Nick, come take my spot. He tell my son, I'm coming out there with no security. It's 11 o'clock at night. You don't worry about your ass.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Give me 1 second, y'all.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Love, they go play action now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Love. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Love now. Now this aired out deep for Reed. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
All right, I'm ready, y'all. Everybody here?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
My logic, yeah.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong last time out, they scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Take my phone.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it with second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
You throw down a little bit?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And
this pass broken up. And now fourth down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Move.
Here comes the Bears punter now.
I think they need to go out.
So far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16.
Foul lot, man.
It was a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over first
Just
and
beat
10.
me the fuck up down there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to to tap into that emotional vein that gets them
I gotta go
back to
outside and grab my phone.
really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Wow, that's a
Check real quick. Be right back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Love.
No, I'm not even thinking.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards. These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Oh, get that shit out my fucking screen, bro.
Working out of the gun.
Damn.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yes, sir.
They'll go again from the 3 here.
Oh, I have my icons up. One thing about me, let the play do the talking.
Touchdown run. And
come on now. You know, I know when they're going there.
Add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this
How about that?
Work down here near the goal line to get their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Good too.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Come on, man.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties.
That's all.
Tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught.
Okay,
and he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to
No force it back to him. Sure.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game.
No.
What? Like this, they are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
I don't see how it didn't let me get this steal. He'll start right.
He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point.
Well,
this was touchdown or bust. And
that's yeah.
for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take
you
some
can
chances
shoot.
they
All right.
wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 37-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
What's up that screen on you,
That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
That's mine. I was guarding the ball.
Try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Love. Touchdown, Packers.
That's crazy.
T.J. Hockenson. A 14-yard touchdown ground. And the Packers extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field.
Try to get it back from him. Hey, turn that down, gang.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
I know the bucket, so.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum and were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Sure.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Good do. Oh, that's dumb down there. I'm thinking that was zero.
To the left side into the hands of Adunze. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Get the
back to
I
throw again.
I remember Debo at 3 now, not the 4.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Hurts will throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
2 minutes left to play in this football game.
Oh, too early.
On EA Sports.
Fuck,
so it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Maybe pull up late. It's a great snap. Good shot.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Second down and 4.
I knew he was going to call for it. Dang.
Now they try the right side here. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Oh, that was
13 yards, first down, Packers.
No, get out.
Now here's a carry heading left. And he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Second down and 6 now. Now a handoff looking right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with. That's all. Certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, well,